A lightbox is a way to view a work item, and you can open up a lightbox from a lot of different places. Pretty much wherever you see the title of a work item, you can open up a lightbox. So for example, here on my home page, if I want to open up a lightbox of, ironically, the lightbox help video, I have that here. Or if I want to look under the items that I own, I can click on a title, and it opens up a lightbox. Another place where you'll probably open up a lightbox is, say you go into the activity for a work stream that you're working in. This is another place where when you're going through, you can open up a lightbox, and basically a lightbox just gives you a full view of a work item, meaning that you can do everything that you need to do to an item from this lightbox. You can vote on it, you can estimate it, you can prioritize it, you can move it, you can comment on it. And most importantly, what I find useful is that you can see all the information about an item. When looking at a lightbox from the activity page, one of the things I find very helpful is that when you open up the lightbox, you have all the other things available, but you also can scroll down and you can read the entire conversation that's been happening about this item since it was started. And this is very helpful to understand the status of it and what's been going on with it. Now, the other useful thing that you can do with the lightbox is if I want to go straight from here to the dashboard to see all of the other items in this work stream, I can just use this button right here. Go to the dashboard. And this will open up a new tab and take me straight to the dashboard where this item is located. And the way you open up a lightbox from the dashboard is by clicking on any of these little icons here. The icons indicate the different kinds of work items. As you can see, most of these are features. We have one bug over here. So let's open up this particular item here, Retrospectives How-To Video. From this lightbox view, I can do everything that I can do in the dashboard. I can vote, I can start the item, I can prioritize it, I can estimate it, and in this case, I'm going to change my estimate. And you have an option to provide a comment as to why you're changing your estimate. Once you add your comment, you press submit. So you can do everything that you can do in the dashboard in terms of actions, but what's also really great is that there's all these other things that you can do. So using these buttons down here, you can update an item. When you update it, you have the chance to actually change the title. And I also can change the description, or I can add notes, which is basically just adding a new comment, but what's also really useful is the ability to attach a file. And then once you've made your changes, you press submit. The other thing I could do is if I felt like this was in the wrong work stream, I could move this item. So if I move it, it would take me to this new screen where I can change what work stream this would be in. But in this case, I don't actually want to move it. I also have the option to watch this item. Now, because I created it and because I'm in the conversation, I'm automatically going to get updates. So there's no need for me to watch this. But if you stumbled upon a work item that you were interested in but weren't necessarily yet joining the conversation, you could click watch here and it would show up on your home page under the items that you are watching. Also very useful is this permalink. And this is the link specifically to this item. So if you wanted to send an email to somebody and say, hey, what do you think of this item? This is the link that you could provide. So take note of this. This is really useful. So the other things that we can do is we can add to-dos. As you can see, I've added a whole bunch of to-dos. The other thing that I can do is I can relate this item. So if I want to add a related item, the first thing I want to do is to find this item number. And each item is given a unique number, which you'll see up here in the right-hand corner. You'll see in the link also. And using this item, you can relate it to another one. So you'll want to look up the other item you want to relate it to, and then you can enter the number here and click add, and it will relate the item. And notice that I have the option to give it different relation types, whether it's duplicating it, blocks it, precedes it, or follows it. And you can see it adds this item, and if I feel that for some reason, I made a mistake here, I can always erase that relation to the other item. The last action I can take using the lightbox view is just to add a comment. And then once I've entered my comment, I just say comment and I've been added to the conversation. The other thing that you can do with the lightbox is with items that are in progress. So for an in progress item, take the detailed dashboard help video. You'll notice over here, since this item is committed, meaning it's in progress and I have committed to get it done, I have this option to add somebody. So I know that I'm going to need Sharif's help in order to finish this video. Therefore, I can scroll down through all of the contributors to BetterMeans and select Sharif, and I can manually add him. Or there's always the option that he could join the item. And as the person who owns the item, if I think that for some reason they really didn't do anything or I added them by mistake, I also always have the option to remove them from this work item. So you have a way here to kind of manage your team on a particular work item. And then once you've done all your work, you can close the lightbox and you're back to where you started and you can continue with your work. I personally find the lightbox an incredibly useful tool in terms of getting all the information I need and also taking all the actions that I need to take with any particular work item. So I encourage you to use it in your work on the BetterMeans platform. So I hope this has been helpful to you, and thanks so much for watching.